Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Upasana and आज के वीडियो में we are going to be discussing about my IPMAT journey. So how you can take advice from it and what are the do's and don'ts and some personal tips you can follow and all of that. So basically my IPMAT journey started after I finished my board exams last year, and I had 1 month of preparation time, that is April 1st onwards till May, because May beginning it started off with all the other exams like symbiosis, and then I attempted for IIM Rohtak, IIM Indore, and also the IPMAT exam. It was really hectic, and I'll describe that in the course of the video. Also, a disclaimer, this entire video is my personal opinion, and it's totally up to you to follow it or not, and just do what suits you best. So that's what I would say. And then if there's any query or specific question that you have, or you need a personal advice, do mention it in the comment section. I'll definitely respond to it, and I'll probably also make another video with all the questions that I've received till now and also what you'll put in. So make sure to watch till the end, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So let's get in. So let me just summarize my entire journey in 5 main points, which would tell you the do's and don'ts of your IPMAT preparation. So firstly, first point would be to focus on your strong areas. To connect this with my personal experience, I was someone who is not at all strong in QA, in quants, the math part of it, the quantitative aptitude. In that was my weak area. So I knew that even if I tried to put in more efforts, I cannot gather a certain number of marks from that section. So I started focusing more on my stronger areas, which was LR and VA. Firstly, I was very much strong and I was really interested in LR because I felt it was something I could do it easily. The arrangements, the orders, and the visual reasoning, statements, conclusions, all that portion. That was something I like to do also. So I focused on improving my LR section, and I started doing it regularly so that my speed increases in that section. That also was something you should do. Do a certain section, pick up a certain section and practice it continuously if that's your strong area, so that you can improve your speed in that particular section. Next, VA was also one of my stronger sections as compared to QA. So I used to do RCs regularly. Reading, increase your reading speed, because at that time in the exam, when you are in front of your system and you are stressed, तब आपकी रीडिंग स्पीड बहुत कम हो जाती है, आप बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्टेड हो जाते हो. तो इसके वजह से इफ़ यू प्रैक्टिस इट रेगुलरली, आपको वो फोकस रहेगा व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग द RC. So that would be something I would say in VA. And also in VA, I used the book Word Power Made Easy. Everybody would recommend that book. And I think it actually helped me to a certain extent, but not so much in terms of increasing my vocabulary, where I learned how to remember meanings of words and the synonyms and antonyms and that part. Second point would be mock practice. You might have heard a lot of people say that mock sessions really help you, and they do, because they give you the experience of the real exam and help you understand where to put how much time. So basically plan your strategy. And in these kind of exams where they are time bound and are very in a higher level kind of an exam, becomes really important to focus on your strategy and what works for you. Because for me, my strategy was to start with my easier sections, because I knew if I started with them, I'll get that confidence that yes, I can do this exam, and then I can go on to the harder part. So I kept them towards the end. And also मुझे पता था कि hard sections में मेरे को उतना नहीं मिलने वाला है. So instead of that, I started off with the easier section. So that was my strategy. So that I realized when I did mock practice sessions after my course. Towards the end, I kept at least 15 days or 1 week minimum of mock sessions. एक दिन per day I used to do minimum 1, and maximum I could do 2-3. So that was how I planned out my mock practice, which was also available in the course that I did. So they provided us with mock IPMAT exams, and in that you realize the time management, how much time is going into which section, and where you have to speed up and where you can slow down and give more time to what. So that really helps. And also the ordering of the sections, as I said, how which one to do first, that you get to know once you do a lot of mock sessions, and that's how you realize your strategy in the final exam. And then my third point would be to avoid too many materials, because in the end of the day, too many materials just confuse you and you become more anxious because you have so much, you feel like there's so much to study from different books. But I feel like you have one particular publisher or one set of books of all the sections, same publisher ka probably. Yeah, so that, and also you just ask people around you, okay, what worked for them. If I say mine, the course provided me, the coaching center provided me with the material, so that really helped me. So I only referred to them. I did not go into any other book. So I was stuck to that, and I practiced everything, concepts to questions to mocks and everything from that particular material. And then my fourth point would be to give time to the preparation. I understand the whole anxiety behind the exams when they come back to back. And if you haven't started, if you start late, it becomes really hectic for you towards the end, as it was for me, because I just had 1 month for preparation. So I would totally recommend you to have minimum 3 months of preparation if you want to ace the exam. And because I prepared in 1 month, I think there were some flaws and some loopholes that were left that I could improve on if I had a little more time. So that was my mistake, and you could totally learn from it. Also, another mistake that I made, I wouldn't say a mistake, but it was a late realization that math would really, if I had math in 11th and 12th, it would really help me in this exam, because there is a lot of higher math part in the syllabus. So I am not saying that if you're a non-math student, I am a non-math student, if you are, then it's hard for you, but it's just that you have to put in equal effort as your math competitors, right? So that's the idea. It's all right if you do not have, if you didn't have math in 11th and 12th, you can totally begin learning these concepts from scratch. That's where it comes, you need to give a little more time if you are starting from scratch. So I had to learn the basic. I had to start from the very basic concepts of matrices, of logarithms, of functions, determinants, and all of that higher math concept. And I could just do the basic part of it. So I did not go to the advanced level at all, because I did not have time, firstly, and secondly, if I focus more on that, I would lose out on the other parts. So I planned it that way. I just did the basics, utna hi jitna I could, so that I could manage it in the exam. Matlab, agar a basic question from that portion would come, might be able to answer it. So I had that basic knowledge. That's all I did for the higher math topics. Other than that, if you are a math student, well and good, you already have a idea about the concepts, and you just need to keep on practicing more and improving on them. So that was it, giving time for the preparation. Just have patience. That's really important when it comes to the preparation schedule that you are planning. Otherwise, everything would just mess up, and in the end you would be confused, anxious, and the exam would turn out to be bad. So make sure to do that. And then finally, I would tell you the fifth point that you should keep in mind is that don't get carried away by information around you. When it comes to these exams, there is a lot of fake information and misinformation around, because of various platforms and websites keeping on publishing news about exams, when the dates, starting from the dates, the syllabus, the concepts you should focus on, and they kind of may give you an idea, but still they sometimes misguide you, and do not get carried away by them. When I was preparing, I remember after the exams were over, of course there was a wave of results aa gaye, aaj aa gaye, kal aayenge, ye wo, all of that. So that really stresses you out more and more if you're paying attention to them. Best thing you could do is that you start with you get the syllabus, okay? If you are joining a coaching, they would guide you in that terms. That would really help. If you are getting the syllabus of what all you should do, that is one thing you can do. And then next, just be focused on your preparation. Don't pay attention to the news that is going on around and what other people are saying. If there is any update, that would be there given by the official websites. Otherwise, even in terms of cutoffs, everybody asks me, a lot of them say that what is the cutoff, like how do we know what the cutoff is? You can't really guess, because the websites, they tell you that this is so and so is the cutoff, but that's sometimes close to what the actual cutoff is, but most of the times it's different. It's either very high or very low. They just give you an approximate idea of it. You can accept that, because maybe you can, it helps you reduce your anxiety sometimes. But if, because it can be fake, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, that cutoffs do not, after you have done with the exams, if you feel like you did well, just be with it. Don't try to guess whether you'll get in or not, because it really depends on the institute and their admission process. So that's what I would say. Also, a lot of you all asked me about how much I had scored in these exams, and I would say that it really depends on the cutoff scores of that particular year. And last year, I think it was pretty decent. I didn't score really well in Rohtak, but I was close to the cutoff in IPMAT Indore, and I got shortlisted for the PI round of IIM Ranchi, but it didn't go really well. Then I also gave the IPMAT, which wasn't again that great. So right now I'm studying in TAPI Management Institute, Bangalore, which is the B school under Manipal University, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, and I'm doing my BBA honors. So yeah, that's a little backstory. So that was it for today's video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such content. And let me know if you have any queries in the comment section. I'll meet you the next time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.